This code sample includes 3 files. The first file is an HTML file that starts with a script element that refers to the AngularJS library. Then we have a link element that refers the CSS file we use, and then another script element that refers a separated file with code in JavaScript we code. This is the file. Over here we have the ng-app attribute for specifying the name of the AngularJS application we develop, and ng-controller for specifying the name of the controller responsible for this div element. So the name of the controller is Angular Search Controller, and here in the separated file with the code in JavaScript we have the definition for that controller, and as you can see, this controller has the elements array, a new object that we add dynamically to $scope, which means we can use elements over here, and this is exactly what we do. So over here we have unordered list with list items that are dynamically created for each and every object in elements. Each and every object in elements has 3 properties: URL, title, and image. So it iterates the elements, and for each and every one of them we get each and every one of them in each iteration we get it assigned to OB, so we can use OB for accessing the URL, image, and title properties. So that's how we get the nice list of elements. Now this character is for using a filter, the searcher filter, and when we type searcher and then search str, and search str is the name of the model behind the text field, meaning that each text the user enters to the text field is assigned to search str. This means that we want to use a filter on this array. The name of the filter is searcher, and we want to pass over to that filter the text within the search str model. So let's get back to the code in Angular search code.js. Here you can find invocation of the filter function on the object that represents the entire AngularJS application we develop. We pass over the name of the filter we create and a function that its returned value is another function that will be invoked each time the searcher filter works. And that function, as you can see, received an array and a string. So each time the user types something into this model, as you can see, everything is connected with each other. We have an example for excellent binding that makes things very simple. So once the user enters a text, immediately the iteration starts and we go over the objects, not the ones in the elements array, but in the new array the searcher filter returns, and that searcher filter receives the string entered into the text field, and based on that string it returns a new array that includes just those strings that string is included in them. So that's why when I type, let's say, P, I get just one result. But let's try something else. Let's try G. As you can see, we have 3 results. 3 results. In each one of them, the letter G is included. But if I type one more character, then the result is bit smaller.